Hello everyone. This is Chaff Commander Coffee, back with another episode of Civilization 4 Realism Invictus. So, this is a pinnacle episode. The crux of the Mongolian Empire and its expansion and world conquest rests upon our armies here. We have assembled our fleets, our soldiers, and we are ready to invade the Aztecs after a long era of peace, technological advancement, and well, the plague. But we'll ignore the plague. Mostly, it's been technological advancement and you know, great stuff for everyone. You know, all family-friendly stuff. But right now, we need to invade the Aztecs. And we are going to be invading them in full force. So let's move our fleets into position. Now I don't think we can actually travel. No, we can't actually travel the ocean. So what we're going to have to do, I think, is this army will be attacking Tlatelolco. This army is going to dock off around where these horses are, I think, and push their army towards Tenochtitlan, which is the capital of the Aztecs. And this army is going to dock off probably straight on top of the Visigoth city there. So, let's end the turn. It's 1862 AD, July. War has been declared. Here comes the Mongolians. Drop our armies off on the south of the city here, and we'll leave our fleet to blockade their trade. This army, just to give them a little bit more defense, I think we'll drop off on this hill, and then we'll have them also blockade, and we'll have this fleet move in with its force, ready to drop them off in Visigoth next turn. We're still building up our fleet and our army here to try and capture Rome. We did manage to force a peace between the Americans and the Romans. We bought off the Americans. Yeah, you guys were easy to bribe. 2,000 gold is way too cheap. They're fighting back. The Aztecs have brought in some units to try and hold off our invasion. A mounted shooter has withdrawn from combat with our light infantry. Well, that's very rude. That's very rude of you to attack my units. He did deal some collateral damage though. Wow, that's some pretty nasty collateral damage. But we have a 100% chance to win, so let's just roll over him. Yep, get rolled over. Right, our siege weapons. Here we go. Let's bombard the city. It's currently got 50% city defense. Bring that down to 28%. We can't attack the city with the trebuchets. We don't really want to. We want to attack them with the musketeers. They're currently defending their city with longbowmen. Right, let's attack. I don't want to bombard the city anymore. We want to win this fight swiftly. This has to be a quick invasion. We need to cripple the Aztecs before they know what's going on and can muster a defense. Over the walls, my men. We will capture the Aztec Empire. Excellent job. You guys are getting promoted. Right. Over the walls. Walls really shouldn't pose much of a problem since we're using guns now, but there you go. Excellent job. Right, so we've lost one unit so far. Excellent. And the city of Tlatelolco has been captured. Install a new governor. The Mongolians are here to stay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to post a few of our musketeers in the city. We're going to have our cuirassiers move out to do a bit of scouting for us. We need to keep a close watch on where the Aztecs may come from. Let's go sit in that forest. So we can see their actual capital is quite well defended, and they have cannons, which is not necessarily scary, but it's going to prove a bit more of a challenge. Let's have our fleets block our our opponent's crossing and move this army up. We want to keep the land more or less intact. We don't want to raid it. That would not benefit us at all. We want to capture these cities and keep them to expand our empire at the expense of the Aztecs. So it's 6 turns before Tlatelolco is actually going to fall under our rule. We want it set to production focus. Other than that, I'm not really too bothered. And we're being attacked. Our forward cuirassiers are being attacked by mounted shooters. Oh, and they defeated us. Oh, they were Aztec New World pistoliers, actually. Interesting. I think the pistoliers are going to be pretty advanced, or at least more advanced than my units. So we might actually be fighting at a disadvantage here in terms of our technology. I'm not too worried though, because we just have so much more like manpower that we can throw at them. So I think we'll be all right. So we can build a few different. It's quite lucky that we actually got the scientist there, because we had a high chance to get an artist. But we can add a few things: science to engineer in all cities, science to university in all cities, 1 free specialist, 2 culture to scientists in all cities, or 1 science to scientists in all cities. Now I think in this case we're actually going to take engineers, because that will encourage our cities to use them a bit more. I would like to encourage engineers. Visigoth has a huge amount of city defense, which worries me slightly. So what we're going to do is we're going to bombard its defenses down. This army is going to make its way towards Tenochtitlan. Let's have this cuirassier do a bit more scouting. These 2 units that manage to successfully attack the city will get pinch level 2 and just join the city there. These 2 full health units are probably going to move out with the army. Let's just have them wait there for a turn. And these slightly wounded units will keep the city under control until they're healed. Oh, they're bringing some ships out. Oh, well, good luck, but I think my ships are better than yours. I could be proven wrong here, but... Nope. Our ships won. Our forward cuirassiers are being attacked by musketeers. Oh, and they died as well. Wow, so the cuirassiers are... They're not standing up for very long, which is a shame. They've got pretty high withdrawal chance, but I suppose that doesn't really work too well on the defense. But they did their job. They scouted for us, and now we know what we're up against. And I feel confident we can make some advances here. So let's keep pushing towards the Aztec capital. If we can put that under siege, we're going to be in a good spot. Now, if we need to train units, we can spit units out of Tlatelolco very, very quickly using our masses of gold. And once we take Visigoth, we'll be able to get some units from there as well. Now, what I might do is... really don't need to rob the city's trade anymore. If we sail all the way around to here, we could start blocking Teotihuacan's trade, but... because this is a lake, so this is the only place that they're able to get trade out from the city. If we can block that, that would actually be pretty handy. So our light infantry are being attacked by looks like pistoliers as well. Oh, they managed to beat our light infantry there. The mounted shooters. I have to check how much strength they have, because we might just be getting unlucky on our rolls. They're coming out full force to fight us in the field. That's pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting this. A lot of their units are actually managing to withdraw from combat though, so oh, win or withdraw, either or. There we go, we got another victory there. So this is interesting that they're attacking our army so heavily, because we've got another army right there. But if they want to try and beat down our siege force, I suppose they are succeeding in doing it. That was a pretty brutal attack there. But never worry, we've got more men on the way. Right. Let's see. A lot of their units are pretty heavily damaged. I think once this army is ready to assault, we might just go for it. Should I add them together, in fact? How much logistical problems is that giving us? Not too many, not too many. That should try and keep that army a bit better defended. Let's get a clinic. I think they've finished all of their units there. Let's get a clinic here as well. Keep bombarding the city defenses of Visigoth down. This fleet decided to be a bit stupid and end its turn on a reef, which is not ideal. Never mind. These units are now finished healing, but we don't want to use them right now. We need to bombard the city defenses down, and we'll probably have to use the catapults as well. Can we use our cuirassiers to actually get rid of this fusiliero? We might not win. Well, how about the light infantry? They've got a pretty decent chance, and our musketeers? Right, I think we're going to use the cavalry because they have withdrawal, so even if they don't win, they've got a pretty good chance of withdrawing from combat after dealing some damage. Oh damn, they lost. Well, never mind. We'll just finish them off, 98%. I mean, we've lost other 99% combats in this playthrough, so it wouldn't surprise me if we lost that one. But never mind. We got them. Visigoth is getting irregulars to bolster their defense. I don't think that's going to save them. Especially once this city is ready, because I can just get a musketeer every single turn there. Every single turn I can just buy musketeers. Oh damn, they did manage to beat us there. That's fine. Right, 12% defenses. What are our odds? If we were to attack with, for example, the musketeers. Not great. 59% chance to withdraw. I think we'll try soften them up with the cuirassiers first. Oh, well apparently it just died on them and did nothing with a 59% chance to withdraw. But we are causing some collateral damage with our cavalry. Wow, again, just nothing. Just some collateral damage. Wow. Well, those cuirassiers really proved that they were... You gotta lose the dice sometimes, I guess. Well, this musketeer managed to actually do a half-decent job. So let's take Visigoth. I think we have enough units for it. May have to commit the light infantry, but that's fine. Can't just keep them in reserve forever. Nice, 34% chance to win. That's pretty good. We get odds like that from time to time. Another loss there at 40%. Ah, but now we've gone up to 84%. That's much more like it. Come on, men. You will take the city. Oh wow, and we lost the 84%. My combat luck has been pretty atrocious in this invasion, I'm not gonna lie. All of my cuirassiers just getting killed without a single withdrawal. Musketeers losing 80% battles. Yep, it's pretty atrocious luck. We're gonna commit the light infantry. Wow, 60% again. Come on, like, let's not be so useless. I know you haven't had a war in a long time, Mongolia, but this is actually quite atrocious. Right, we're going to have to use the mobile trebuchets next turn. Right, and we'll bring this fleet back, because we're going to need reinforcements from the mainland as well. In fact, we have two great generals sitting here that I totally forgot about. And they could both become musketeers. Indeed, for nothing, for absolutely no gold, because they're great generals. And what we'll want to do after that is train a leve unit. to protect the city, so that'll be an irregular. I think after that, any other cities that we get and finish their clinics and such, we're going to have them move to building musketeers as well. But apparently our combat luck is going to lose us this war. If it continues like this, it will. I'd rather not lose this war when we've only just started it. Let's get Pinch. Our musketeer, yeah, so our light infantrymen can also get Pinch as well. Let's see. Can we... 56% chance on the mobile trebuchets. Yeah, they've got our best chance to win. Let's use them. Oh, well. So still losing the coin tossers here. Let's get the other... Oh, wow! Oh, oops. I did a stack attack and I didn't mean to. Did I do a stack attack? Yeah, I did. Oh, well, that's fine. Apparently we still did okay. Wait, did they just pop that, like, midway through, like... Oh, well, they must have just trained them. There we go. That's not too bad. Oh, come on! Another 76% chance loss. Well, what can you do? Okay, one more turn to heal those guys up there. Let's bring this great general and their reinforcements over. And once they get that irregular, they'll be happy again. Right, Tlatelolco, start getting step musketeers. Very, very swiftly. Oh, and they're trying to bring some units up to Visigoth. Aha, they lost. Oh, I think they might even push us back. Yeah, okay, they beat that siege army, wow. They're just terrible combat luck there, but never mind. What can you do? Right. We're gonna, do we want to soften them up with the mobile trebuchets? I think we do. Knowing my combat luck, we should actually probably just take this army, move it over to Visigoth. That's probably the better option, because my combat luck looks like it's not gonna improve. Right, let's get a medic, and we'll also give him land tactics as well. In the meantime, we're going to be drafting a lot of step musketeers on this coast. Oh, we left the... oh no, they're actually moving out to attack us. Hopefully we can kill them rather than just let them withdraw all the time. That looks like another withdrawal. See, they're winning all their withdrawals. Oh, I'm getting completely getting trolled by RNG here. We're either losing our combats with well-promoted units, or just getting completely beaten by coin tossers over and over again. Well, that's fine. Let's just get more step musketeers. Let's keep this army moving up to Visigoth. We will take Visigoth. We will take that. Let's see, we've got the irregulars here. Let's just give them city defense. Right, bring this fleet over. Drop those units off. And then get this fleet to just stay there. Right, we might also have to build some cannons. I think we now have access to cannons. I could be wrong. We don't want a dry dock, actually. No, that's the wrong thing. That is the wrong thing to build. What we would like is some more musketeers. Indeed. More musketeers are required. And we lost another 82%. Wow. It's just... You take your chances sometimes, and the game just trolls you. But that's fine, because we can still massively outproduce the Aztecs. So because our empire is so large, we're not actually crippling ourselves by fighting this war. But we are going to need some cannons, so let's get some cannons. Some cannons. Cannons. In fact, I think I'll have a Tra here actually just build cannons for us. And now we get ranged attacks. Perfect. That's just what we need. Right. There we go. There we go. Right. Better. Better. Let's have a Tra. Just infinitely build us cannons. I think we'll have one of these cities down here once they're finished. Build us cannons as well. See, they're moving up reinforcements to really protect Visigoth as best they can. They know they'll lose it if this army arrives. So, well, the army should arrive unless they get too many cavalry. Depends how fast they can build them. There we go, there's another kill there. Right, there's a mounted shooter with 5 strength. Let's get these guys pinch promotions. These step musketeers are 2 damaged, and the light infantry are 2 damaged as well. Let's bombard the city defences. Alright, we've got those bombarded. Let's have one of our musketeers come back with some backup. No, let's just take him and the light infantry. Right. These men, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need one more. Or we just leave one of the ships. We'll just leave one of the ships and start bringing these guys down to... Ooh. I'm not even sure if I want to go for Rome, because I think we need the reinforcements over here. Because our combat luck is just so atrocious. But never mind. Right, let's buy another cannon. Our vast wealth will just fuel this war. We will win it. There is no doubt about that. Under no circumstance can we lose this. There we go, there's another win there. I mean, they're starting to rally up irregulars to try and fight us back, so they are swapping to militia units. Let's see. I think I'm going to have this city constantly build launcher, just so we can move units around. I think we're going to have Sanchu also build cannons, because the thing is, the sooner we go to a total war economy, the better. More units, more men on the front lines, just constantly just a stream of soldiers that they can't deal with is what we're aiming for. So I think we want these mobile trebuchet to just go all in. And the reason for this is because at the end of the day, mobile trebuchets are good and all that, but we can get cannons now. So we'll use them for our initial assault on the Aztecs. I was expecting to do actually a little bit more damage than we have managed, which is pretty poor. I'm not gonna lie, I am very disappointed in how the Mongolian army is doing. Now I will excuse them because, as I said, we haven't been in a war for a very long time, but it is still pretty atrocious as far as I'm concerned. Right, now we can take the city. We better be able to take the city now. They might actually withdraw here. Yeah, okay, excellent. So one of the trebuchets actually managed to withdraw. And now our musketeers should just be able to walk in and just win this. There we are, there's one. There's 2. And the last unit's got 7 strength still, so we can't quite just walk in and kill him. We will be able to very shortly. Right. Let's draft this unit, because we're going to have him as a defensive unit. Excellent job. Right. Musketeers. Building a courthouse, I don't care. I don't care. Right. You're now on defense duty. Defend the city at all costs. Right, actually, ooh. Dive onto the ship. Before it goes past, quickly. Right. City Raider 2 for the trebuchet. This unit can be given pinch 2. Trebuchet is going to soften them up, hopefully. Or withdraw, or just not. It might have done some damage to the unit still anyway, so... Ah, yes, 97% chance to win. That's what we want to see. Finally, our armies managed to capture 2 of the Aztec cities. That took far too long. Far too long. Install a new governor. Right, get in that city and hold it. All you gotta do is hold the city now. There's nothing else to it. Right, you need to infinitely train step musketeers. You're already doing it. Perfect. Right. This fleet needs to come back to get ready to pick up more men. This fleet needs to come back to get ready to pick up more men. This fleet actually needs to... Oh, it's just been blockading. Right. Let's have them blockade right here. And just... I think that will reach both Teotihuacan's trade. Yeah, this is blockading the entire bay. So they're not able to get any trade through this bay, which should hopefully weaken them quite a lot. Right, over here we're going to want to build... I think we're going to build cuirassiers, and I think we're going to build cuirassiers from here as well, because they're quite far away cities, but they can still build them at quite a reasonable pace. Let's have those units heal up. You're going to have double promotions for defense to move forward. Roosevelt has declared war on Rome again. Well... nothing we can do about that. We were going to take Rome, but at the end of the day, sometimes there's more important stuff you got to do. Like conquer the Aztecs, which we have to do. We must do it. It's integral we defeat the Aztecs. Right, let's move on to this hill and be ready to bombard Tenochtitlan. It looks like they've moved most of their defenses back to Teotihuacan, which is probably a mistake, because now their city is going to get bombarded by our cannons. I'll give this one medic, and just have him right there. Put another 3 units there. Tupac Inca has declared war on Benito Juarez. So the Incans are now like vulturing in, and they're probably going to try and recapture Cuzco for themselves. Which is pretty cool, like... I dig that the Incans are getting their land back, so that's fine by me. Let's have these men now rally up over here. Got a couple new cannons, perfect. Let's have you come over to here as well. Drop the men off. The reinforcements have arrived. Right. These 2 that have city garrison can stay here. And these men march on Tenochtitlan. This army is going to be our men going over the walls, I should think. Yes. Right, high seas warfare. We can now build heavy privateers and junks of the line, which is pretty good, pretty good. And now we've finished our sort of tech tree that we had going on there for a while. I think what we want now is some more civics available to us. Let's get fine arts. Social contract. Do we want the Enlightenment? No, I think we want mercantilism. Maybe mercantilism, market relations, then absolutism. And then I think labor specialization, textile mill, explosives would be awesome. Imperialism sounds exactly like what we need. But I think instead we want, let's see, breech-loaded rifles, step riflemen. Let's get that next. And then after that, probably get medical science, which actually requires you to have breech-loaded rifles. Let's start ranged attacking the city. That will give us some collateral damage on their units. So we're now causing collateral damage, and once these men arrive, we will attack their capital and see if we can capture it. I think this time we've got much better odds. Much better odds. Let's just attack the city again. These units are now done, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy 2 mercenaries to defend the city, and they're going to come down here as well. Keep blasting that city to bits. That is the goal. Let's have this unit just wait there. These men are now pretty much ready. Oh, we're going to have to quick build that slightly again. Right. Here we are. City bombard damage. What would I like for these guys? I think city bombard damage is probably a good idea. Antium has been captured by the Americans. Rome has been destroyed. In 1873, Rome fell. Well, Rome actually fell a lot earlier, but the Roman civilization has now been destroyed. 1873. It took quite a long time to get rid of Rome. It feels bad, man. Like, Rome's cool. Anyway, you know what's better? Taking the Aztec capital by force. No matter the cost, we must win this. Right, you dealt damage. That's all you needed to do, good sir, is deal damage. You managed to do nothing. You are a failure in the Mongolian army. Right, you dealt damage. You have achieved your purpose as a musketeer. Attack once more. It's the same unit defending the city as well, so either they're very well promoted or they just have the most health. Let's take a look. I think they're just the best unit for defending the city. This is just the first wave of Mongolians. Don't you worry, there's many more where this came from. I mean, if they dealt damage, that would actually be more helpful. Oh, it looks like they did, just not very much. Oh yes, you are a perfect soldier, but if you can even win, that would be better, but never mind. Looks like you can't. Doesn't matter though, more men will fill the gap. Well, that was our chaff, failed to take the city, but don't worry, we've got more men. We have a lot more men. In fact, our great generals have a very high chance of actually managing to win here. Oh, we must be getting shore bombardment from this privateer. You know what, I would like to go get rid of that privateer if it's going to cause us problems. 91% chance to win. Might as well. Let's see if the armoured carrack can win here. Chances are we'll lose it, because our combat luck in this war has been pretty atrocious. There we go. See, 0.2 strength left. Wow, that was pretty damn close. Civilization just trolling me every chance it gets. Right, deal some damage. Perfect. You've achieved your goal as a Mongolian soldier. Kublai Khan is proud of you, those that die today. I can't even see the combat odds on that guy. There we go. 64% chance, that's what we like to see. Over the walls. There we are. Nothing can stop us now. Your cannons don't stand a chance if you have no one to protect them. Gotta protect your siege weapons. A little bit better than that. So we're going to wait till there's only 2 units left in the city and then get our great generals some experience. Capture the city with them. And there's the 100% chance of victory. That's what we like to see. So let's send in the great Khans. These guys have been alive for thousands of years. This is where we lose the 98% chance. No, okay, not quite, not quite. Close. 99.98% chance. Can we lose? I'm almost like rooting for us to lose that fight, just to so I can have something to rage at. But we won, and there falls the capital of the Aztecs. Didn't take too many more reinforcements, so I'm quite happy with that result. If it took many more than that, I would probably be putting myself at a severe disadvantage. By committing so many units to it, but never mind. We've got fine art now, so we can build opera houses, which don't really help too much. We can build the Sistine Chapel though, and the Sistine Chapel is great, so we will build that. Even whilst we're committing, you know, we're just running across the Aztec lands, just massively, just causing as much mayhem as we can. We will still get the Sistine Chapel, because it's pretty good. Ooh, hospital ship. Wow. Yeah, we'll take that on the armored carrack. Why not? Why not? Let's have our ships heal up there. We got another cuirassier come down to add to that force. Ah yes, the sounds of war. Perfect. Glorious. Glorious Mongolian advancement. Let's bring these reinforcements over. In fact, yes, we will just bring them over right now. I don't see why not. We'll actually combine them with these extra transport ships we have. And take a few more transport ships in this fleet. Grab everyone. Leave the defense, the city garrison, musketeers behind. Cuirassier can stay there. You can board this ship. Got another ship. Cannon. Let's bring it over here. Let's bring these units towards Teotihuacan. I think we're going to need a lot more cannons to attack that city. I honestly do believe we're going to need more cannons. So we'll probably have Tenochtitlan here is going to probably just build us cannons rather than musketeers. And we'll build a couple of extra musketeers in Tlatelolco, and they will go and protect Tenochtitlan as we advance. Let's build some banks, because we can now start training units quite rapidly in the Aztec homeland. Let's bring the ship down there. Let's have this unit move there. The Aztec Empire is down to 3 cities, apparently. Will you capitulate yet? They will capitulate with to us. No, I am not interested in vassals. I am interested in your complete and utter destruction. Until all of your people are completely conquered by the Mongolians, we will not be satisfied. We will not be satisfied. This is world conquest. This is not world vassalization. There will be no mercy for our opponents. Then Kublai Khan would be very proud of us. He will be proud of the Mongolian men who fight on these battlefields. You may try and hold our armies back, but it will do you no good. It will do you no good in the end. Right. 18 more turns. I know this is going to be a long episode. I know that for a fact. What I can do is actually be super sneaky. Move these men onto these ships here. End turn. Aha. Super sneaky. Surround the city. Aha. I bet you weren't expecting Chaff Commander Coffee to actually have some strategy aside from just throwing chaff at them. Although throwing chaff at them is my favourite strategy. It's just so it's not efficient. It's not particularly glorious. But it gets the job done. Gets the job done. And once you're ahead, it doesn't really matter how many men you lose, does it? Not really. Not really. There you go. And we've made sure that we are in a position where we are ahead. We are very ahead. Indeed. Right, let's get those guys on the ships here. The next launcher can bring the next set of reinforcements along. In fact, what I might do... This army's got cuirassiers, it's got a cannon, it's got some musketeers. I think I'm going to drop them off in this jungle here. And the reason why is I'm going to need some men to conquer these American colonies. Now, we might have to actually bring even more reinforcements along for that, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. We just discovered constitutionalism, and thus we can now adopt representation. We can draft units per turn. We get more science and culture per specialist, and a 25% bonus to our great personal birth rate. Indeed, interesting. As far as the other ones go, I would probably prefer collectivism, because you get that minus 50% unhappiness from war. Sounds good. Sounds good. I think right now we will keep with plutocracy for now. I don't see any reason causing mass anarchy whilst we're in a quite a crucial war. And there goes the defences of Teotihuacan. We're going to bombard the people left in the city first, though, because we might as well get a sort of ooh, no, don't delete them. Don't delete those units. We need them. Right, let's go on to production focus. Production is all we need. Although we are going to need to make sure the city is happy. Now it only needs one happiness. We're going to build a theatre. We're going to buy that theatre. The same with Tenochtitlan. We're going to buy that theatre. The reason why is we need these people to work for us still. We still need them to work for us. Otherwise there's no point advancing our nation. Ooh, Baroque art. Yes, let's build Baroque art. That sounds like a great idea. Right, let's get some ranged attacks in. Cause collateral damage to a lot of their units. You men have been chosen. Die for Kublai Khan. Probably not die, because apparently we have a great chance of winning this. Win for Kublai Khan. That's right, win for him. Oh no, you died. Well, 75% chance, there you are. That's fine though. Can we win this one? We're losing the coin tossers that are in our favour, so, you know, I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. There we go. Perfect. Right. Forward into the city. Onto the breach once more. Our great general, 99% chance to win. I like that. Perfect. And our other great general, what's your odds of winning? 99% chance. I like those odds. 99.96. There we go. Right. 100% chance. The Aztecs are just not ready to hold off Tide of Mongolia. It's too much for them. It's too much. We've discovered the secrets of Sexton. Perfect. That's pretty handy. But it's not gonna sate our thirst for conquest. Get some more units down to that corridor there. And let's have these ships. I'm gonna bring them over here because, well, the Incans don't even have guns. So we're gonna have to use our guns on them. There's no other option. If they don't have guns, then we're gonna have to use our guns on them, because it would be silly not to. Right, let's move on. The Aztecs are not finished yet, but they soon will be. Let us move on. Move to that location there. These ships are going to be ready to move in and attack the Incans. I think we're going to drop these men off in this jungle as well. Just so we have some more cannons available for that fight. Now we're also going to need to get some musketeers, funnily enough. And we will use our vast wealth to do just that. We'll have this army move northward. Our ships have dropped off our units ready to invade the American colonies. I'm going to have these ships go a little bit further south just to keep an eye on that location. So, still making plenty of gold a turn, not too bothered about our technology. In fact, our technology is going up, so that's always pretty good to see. We'll get a theatre there. Again, we will just have them set to production focus. We're not bothered in these cities being big. We just want them to start training units, even if it's not going to do very much for us. We'll worry about building them up after we own the entire globe. In which case it won't matter about building them up, because we would have won the game. There you go. We don't need any more cities. We've already got 17. Now this is very interesting though, because what we've scouted, we have scouted the Americans have quite a large fleet positioned here. Now what that tells me is the Americans are actually preparing a naval invasion. Now of who? Who would the Americans want to invade by sea? Let's think about that. Well, given that the Aztecs are pretty much destroyed and the Incans don't even have gunpowder, but they're right on our borders, can we actually diplomatically annexate them? We just don't like you enough? How about if I was to give you some horses? And some hemp? They're still just pleased. How about if you adopted my civics? Would that improve our relations? Possibly. Give me some map information. If I gave them a crap load of gold, they might actually diplomatically. Theodore Roosevelt has declared war on us. Looks like it's total war. So we can now adopt protectionism. We don't want that because it sucks. And our plantation of dyes got destroyed. Now that actually is horrible because dyes were one of our luxury resources that we were relying on to keep our people happy. But it's a good job we have these men stationed here so we can just move in and start ruining the Americans' day. Now, where are the Americans going to invade us? Good question. Good question. What we need to do is all of these militia need to get upgraded. Like, right now. In fact, the next musket man we train in every city is going to be put on city garrison. Because I am not exactly prepared to be invaded. It's a good job we scouted that, because I was like, that does look like a naval invasion incoming. Thankfully, we've managed to, or hopefully, I should say, we'll be able to hold it off. I should think we can. We may lose a city, though. If he drops enough units off, if he drops a large enough invasion force off, we may lose a city. However, we've got quite a lot of men. We still have quite a lot of men, and we're training more all the time. What I will do though is we've lost a lot of our trade routes, so we don't need technology. Who needs technology? Now, it's a good job these transport ships didn't actually have anyone in them, because they're probably going to get destroyed now. I say probably. Oh, we won that one. We beat one of the American carracks, and now they've got some galleasses. Which I think, yeah, galleasses have an improved damage against transport ships. They're sort of anti-transport ships. We could build some ships of the line, though, and then the Americans would just have no chance against our fleet. Oh, wait a minute. Are the Americans invading via American Nordic levies and axemen and stuff? Are they invading via the land onto the Aztec continent? Well, I think our musketmen are doing a pretty good job defending the city. Oh, now he brings in his own guns. But they're only handgunners. They're like an entire age behind. Wow, we beat them off. Have at ye, America. So the Mongolian city garrison was actually more than enough to hold them off here. And we will actually push them out of our lands, because I'd rather they weren't hanging around. Oh, you destroyed a lumber mill. Oh, well, good for you, I suppose. Well, there you go. That was a nice attack, America. You completely and utterly failed. That's all I can really say. I'm going to give these ships a withdrawal chance. We're going to try and bring them up to our main fleet. In fact, we'll bring them here. These can drop off the units there. Grab that fleet together. How far can they get? They can get back there. And this fleet can just sit on top of them. So that was the American invasion there of Tlatelolco. Great job. These two workers can be set to trade routes on this continent. And San Francisco is very terribly defended. In fact, I think my cuirassiers could already do a pretty respectable job. Apparently not, but yeah. I would like to think that they could. Right, so let's just get all these irregulars fortified. 9 turns left on the episode. It is going to be quite a long episode, as I said. But that's only because there's so much combat. War does take its toll, takes its time to be done properly, or at least to throw lots of units at your opponent. That also takes quite a lot of time because there's so many units you have to throw at them. But I think we've pretty much got the Aztecs in a stranglehold now. If we can capture these 2 American cities, then we've pretty much secured this continent, which would be fantastic. Let's make sure we get all these units marching down. Oh, they captured our workers. Well, they weren't our workers anyway, so I don't really care. Let's get some junks of the line. I'd actually very much like to get some junks of the line, because that will help defend our coast significantly. You need to start spamming Steppe Musketeers. And I mean spamming. There should be nothing that you train except the Steppe Musketeers. Now, let's see. What's our average chance of winning? Pretty low. That's fine. Do some damage. Let's have these guys fortify and heal up. Let's have these cuirassiers come down here. Let's have this cannon come over here. Have these musketeers join this invasion force here. So, the American fleet, galleasses versus our Chisongs. I'm not actually too confident about that, so I think we'll bring our fleet back into port because we have equal strength ships. Now, once we get our, ooh, those pikemen there look pretty. They might be out of position, but we can't really attack them with the cuirassiers because they're still pikemen. Once we've got some junks of the line, we will actually be able to deal with those pretty easily. War junks as well wouldn't be too bad either, but the junks of the line are just going to be that much stronger. Requires a dry dock though, so we've got to have the dry docks to be able to build them. That's okay. That's okay. We've got quite a few dry docks. Right, now let's finish this attack here. Oh wow, we won! Well done, sir. You did an excellent job there. You did a good job, but not quite as good. But that's fine because we now have a 100% chance to win. So, and there is only one defender left. So our great general will take the honour. And some experience. There we are. An easy victory. Learn some more of the secrets of the technology sexton. Fair enough. Fair enough. We have captured a Mongolian worker. Well, I mean, they're a Mongolian worker now. They weren't before we captured them. Right. Now, you don't have a dry dock yet, so you need to build that, because we need some more ships of the line. Desperately need some more ships of the line. Right, let's move our army onward. Some more pinch upgrades for our musketeers. That's actually our medic there. That's fine. Still serves the same purpose. He's still a soldier. Why are you unhappy? Good question. Let's spend some more in culture. That'll keep everyone happy. It's probably because the war's been going on for so long, and now that we're fighting the Americans as well, this is going to be a very long war. So we need to spend our wealth on either hiring units or, you know, yeah, culture to keep people happy. Now what I would like to do is move these two guys down to this city here, and we'll draft a couple more. Let's have this army move down to attack Cuzco. Now, I have a proposition for... Oh, here's the American fleet. Quite split up, but not something I would like to tackle straight away. They don't actually have any transport ships. They're just blocking our trade here. They're doing it quite nicely, though. As you can see, like pairs of ships just going all the way along the coast, splitting this continent off. And there's another bunch of Carracks over here. I'm not too worried, though. He can play the naval game as much as he likes. He's still going to lose the cities. What I would like to do is, hey Incans, when does that peace deal end with you? Because apparently you don't want to become my vassal. If you don't want to become my vassal, then you're gonna have to be destroyed. Like that's your other option. And I think you're currently erring towards the side of I would like to be destroyed. But we will use our open borders whilst we have them. To be really cheeky, and okay, so we've got all our ships here. You can just sleep for now. You can come over here. Right. Ranged attack the city. Have these two musketeers throw themselves at the walls. Yep. I'm just going to do a bit of stack attacking because it's a bit quicker. I know the video will go on for a long time otherwise. We got double withdrawals, perfect. And now we can actually watch the fights as we finish off. Actually, we're just going to finish them off. It's pretty much guaranteed. Just rolled into the city. Just take it. Just take it. I've had enough of these Americans. We have put up with you for far too long. Far too long. Right. More war junks. And you actually will need a theatre. Buy that theatre, please. Excellent. Right, and San Francisco's going to need a theatre. It's probably going to need more than a theatre. There you go. Let's get all these units in the city. Have them all healed up in no time. Have these two units board the ships here. We might be able to do a little bit of a sneaky attack on the American mainland. Maybe burn a city or two down. That might help convince them to rethink their plan of invading Mongolia. Junk of the line, perfect. Let's get some more of those. And we got the... Okay, you can build some cannons. Quite a frontline city. Let's see how the junks of the line do. These are strength 12 ships fighting their Carracks, which are only strength 5. So yeah, we basically took minimal damage there. Right, let's get all these units healed up. This cannon can just wait. Once our ships of the line are down here, we can start really messing up the Americans, because they won't be able to stop us from invading their coastline. Now let's have him go to the actual army, or else we're going to be in for some nasty surprises. Right. Once Cuzco falls, the Aztecs have been annihilated. Oh, and the Carracks actually engaged our ships of the line, unless they brought in some more ships. I think that was a terrible idea. Indeed it was. Right. Ministry of Trade, Admiralty, Ministry of Healthcare, Ministry of Sciences. None of those really interest me right now. Trading company wouldn't be the worst thing. But we don't need it. So let's just, I think the city might actually train Asian light infantry. They have their uses. And so, oh, not irregulars, Asian light infantry. So if we've got some around, it's not the worst thing in the world. For sure. Right, Cumae has a longbowman and 2 musketmen. Let's go into this bay here. Rome has a pikeman, a musketman, and a longbowman. They're all incredibly well promoted, though, mind you. And Antium has a musketman, and a pikeman. Let's drop off our units by Cumae and see if we can't mess up the American army a little bit there. Let's have our cannons attack the 2 defenders here. This is only the 2. And let's throw some units at Cusco before the end of the episode. We've got 2 turns left before the end of the episode. Let's see if we can annihilate the Aztecs. Just do some damage, that's all you gotta do. If you win, it's even better, but... Oh wow, you did win. Perfect. The great general can take all of the glory. Finishing off some incredibly wounded units. Perfect. Install a new governor. No, we're not giving that back to the Incans. Of course we don't want to give that back to the Incans. Huh. Kind of a ridiculous notion is that. It's our city. We captured it. It's ours. Let's move this army down to... I'm just trying to think, where would be fastest? This gives us a better defensive movement from forest to forest. Towards the Incans. No, I don't care about a courthouse. Yes, I do care about promoting these units. 2 turns to heal, right. The army here. Let's see, let's bombard Cumae. Now the cuirassiers and the musketeers alone might give us enough of a chance to actually invade there. But let's get those men healed up. These guys will heal up in 2 turns. So again, a couple of turns, we will continue our invasions. We're going to wipe out the Incans, and then we're going to throw the entire might of the Mongolian Empire at America. I don't think they're going to stand much of a chance. I get this odd feeling that America might fall. Because Mongolia is just too powerful right now. It's too powerful. We're like Mordor, but we're Mongolia. Anyway, that will be the end of the episode. Let's get some more junks of the line. Get some more of those. Maybe not immediately throw our ships at the Americans, but once our fleet is all ready in one location and prepared, we could do that. We might be able to capture Cumae, but we're going to have to bombard the defenses down. Let's do some damage. We hit the musketmen for 22% damage. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think I'm going to have this ship here, once it's built a dry dock, actually infinitely produce launchers. Because we're going to need more transport ships to get these men onto the American mainland. Attack from multiple fronts. No, I'm going to leave this assault for the next episode. We might need some reinforcements for it, just to make sure that we can secure a foothold in Cumae. Anyway, I don't think there's going to be very many episodes left. Maybe 1, maybe 2. We'll see. We'll see. Probably 2. It's going to take a while to conquer the Americans. They have quite a few cities. Unless we can attack from lots of different flanks at once, which we could. If we get enough ships of the line to wipe out the American Navy, then we can get our fleet back into the sea and just drop units all over America and just capture them very, very swiftly. But we will see how it goes. So, it's been me, Chaff Commander Coffee. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I hope you're excited. Goodbye.